You ready? You're listening to the Real Pineapple Podcast Network. Pardon me. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, days, and gays. This is the Real Pineapple. This is your, pardon me, humble host Hunter here. Hope you're having a great, what time is it? Pretty late at night. So I hope you're having a great evening or a great morning whenever you're checking this out. So I apologize for being being off the pod for the last like 3 weeks. So long story short, one of my sisters, Beth, she got married to her amazing partner Brian. So congratulations to them. So I was gone for the wedding, and then when I got back from the wedding, I got COVID. So COVID was kind of kicking my ass, and so now I'm getting caught up. Yep. Congratulations to my sister. Shout out to the afternoon tune. Pardon me. But so yeah, I went ahead, been trying to get better. So yeah, but I'm back, y'all. So I'll be back to a more consistent streaming schedule. I'll actually be streaming this Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern. I'll be talking with Canada, Bradley Martin, regular friend of the show, as well as Brandon Horn. Shout out to Brandon and Bradley. We'll be reviewing My Adventures with Superman Season 2, as well as Batman Cape Crusader. So we'll be reviewing those. And then on Saturday, I'll have my review for Borderlands and for Deadpool and Wolverine coming out. So go ahead and check those out. I did go ahead and upload a new review, new review today, which y'all should definitely go check out. I uploaded this review for this film Somnium, which is this really cool indie horror flick, which y'all should definitely check out. I went ahead and uploaded a review for that, as well as a interview with the director of Somnium, first-time writer director Rachel Kane, and then actress Chloe Levine, who stars in the film, who you know from the OA. So yeah, check that out. That is up now on the YouTube channel, as well as the Real Pineapple, wherever you check out podcasts. So yeah, definitely go ahead and check that out. That is up on the channel now. Oh, as well as the actual video interview with Rachel Kane and Chloe Levine. That's up on the YouTube channel. So go ahead and check that out as well. So let me take a little sip of my drink here. So tonight's stream gonna be kind of a short one, but we're more than halfway through the year. Got another 5-ish months to get through the end of the year, and so that means that I've got about 5 months worth of films to watch to go and see what's going to be eligible for nominations. Another 6 months with like kind of Oscar push, but to see what's going to be up for consideration for the best of list. I've already started working on my list, actually a little earlier than I typically have. I usually start working on the list proper in September, but I've been getting caught up on a lot of stuff I wanted to watch this week. Still some things I haven't checked out yet. I haven't checked out Furiosa, which I'll probably do Saturday. There's a couple other movies I want to go and check out, but I want to go ahead and give y'all at least a little lay of the land as far as kind of what I'm feeling so far. I'm not going to give away my whole list because that would be silly, but I'll go ahead and I'll throw out some films that I think y'all should check out, especially some that I think are going under the radar. So, but yeah, so let's go ahead and just jump on in. One of the films I'm going to throw out right out the gate. Let me see here. I'm trying to remember. I haven't streamed in a little while, people. So cut me some slack here. But one of my favorite films of the year that I think a lot of people should check out. It's this film Trust. It's directed by Almog Avidan Antonier, and it stars Jennifer Levinson. This is very much a film for people if you're like a fan of Succession. because it definitely has Succession type elements uh, in the film as far as like the family drama aspect. But at the end of the day, it really is about these three siblings trying to just go ahead and come to terms of who they are and where they're at in their life after the death of their mother. I don't really want to give away any more than that, but y'all always know that I will always give it up for first time director, and I think Alma Gavadan Antonia fucking nails this shit. Jennifer Levinson, she goes through the full gamut of emotions on the film, and really just shows that she's definitely someone to keep an eye on as her star continues to grow. Um, Absolutely adored this film. I had the privilege of interviewing Almog and Jennifer for this film. That interview, the video is going to be up tomorrow. I'm going to upload the video of that tomorrow, but the audio is up on the podcast channels now. But one of those movies that I do think that people might have missed, but it's definitely something that's worth your time. As of like last week, I think you could rent it for like 99 cents on Prime Video. I bought it, so I don't know if that's true, but I think you can rent it. At most, you'll probably be spending like $5 to rent it. It's well worth $5 to fucking rent. So check out Trust. It's one of those movies that you will go, hell yeah, I'm happy that I listened to Hunter on that. So that's one film y'all should check out. Another film y'all should check out that is actually on Prime Video, and I mean Prime Video, as in, included with your Prime membership. I can't believe I love this movie as much as I do, and when I say I love this movie, I mean I love this movie. I just bought the 4K of it. Jason Statham is fucking back as the goddamn beekeeper, and I love a good revenge film. I love that in the last 7 years with stuff like Monkey Man and the John Wick films and Boy Kills World, like stuff like that. I love we're getting back to the kind of that 80s, like classic revenge film, just point A to point B. And Jason Statham, like, it's kind of like, I mean, the Transporter films are kind of revenge films because he always gets fucked over. Almost to a comedic effect after a while. It's like, man, you keep getting fucked. But this film in particular, because of what this company's doing and how they're taking advantage of old people, they're fucking scumbags. They're absolute pieces of shit. And so to see Jason Statham fuck the world up is just, it's fucking awesome. Like, some of my favorite deaths in the film I've seen all year. The one involving a car and him strapping a guy, locking a guy in the seatbelt. Mwah, chef's kiss. Yeah, I fucking love The Beekeeper. I I might watch that on Saturday morning. I might watch that for my coffee. Fucking love The Beekeeper. The Beekeeper's amazing. If you have not checked it out, as I mentioned, it is on Prime Video. It's wonderful. Check it out. It's great. So that's another film I'd recommend. Another one, just because it hit Hulu earlier this week, actually, and I'm actually very happy because I'll probably end up rewatching here. It's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I was worried. I will straight up admit it. I was worried going into this because of the incredible job that Andy Serkis did, and playing Caesar, and really wondering how they're gonna go ahead and follow that up. And I think the film does a really great job of setting the table and catching you up as far as what's been going on in the time since the death of Caesar. I love that the film addresses that right out the gate and doesn't wait to do it. I love that it does that. And then furthermore, the story of Noah in this film, kind of an apropos name when you think about, the biblical references to Noah. It's pretty crazy how they go ahead and expand on Caesar's legend while still making it its own thing. The human character May in this, played by Freya Allen, does an incredible job, really without saying a ton, which is even more impressive. Kevin Durand, who was just in another film I'm actually going to talk about, so I won't spoil it here. But you know him from Real Steel, Legion, The Strain, to name a few. He played uh, Proximus Caesar, and holy shit, what an evil fucking bastard he is. He's a great villain, and where this film ends up is something I went, okay, you've set the table for a new trilogy. I want to see more of these. Yeah, I dug the hell out of this. I thought this was fucking great. I can't wait to see more of Noah's journey and what. I hope they do bring back Wes Ball. I hope he gets a chance to come back because you know him from doing the Maze Runner films, and I gotta admit, I talked a lot of shit going this movie about Wes Bell. Like when I saw that he was doing it, I was like, oh god, really? The Maze Runner films, like those. Like I always get those confused with the Divergent films. Like I know the Maze Runner actually got to finish its trilogy out, but it was always in that same like YA. You're making these just because it's a brand name that some kids recognize. I never heard anyone, even like my friends who have kids, they would never tell me like, oh man, my kid loves these Maze Runner films. It's just like what the fuck? Why are these a thing? But I'm happy. I'm happy that this film turned out as well as it did, and yeah, it's well worth your time to check out. So that's on Hulu right now. You can go ahead and watch Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes now. Let's see what other films I want to bring up, because I really don't want to bring up anything that's too high on my list right now. I'll bring up another film that I'll actually be uploading the review for this weekend. This film called Midas, which is directed by a first-time director, TJ Noel Sullivan. It stars a Laquan Copeland, who goes ahead and he is this young brother who goes ahead and is trying to go ahead and just make ends meet. He has a terrible hand thrown at him when his mom becomes ill. And so him and his friends go ahead and launch this plan to go ahead and steal thousands, if not millions of dollars from this health insurance company. And they uncover something that's even more insane than what they thought. I dug the shit out of this. I thought this was so good. Again, for a first-time director, you can definitely tell that TJ Noel Sullivan definitely was willing to take risks. I don't know what the budget on this was, but the way it's filmed, it gives you those like. Do you remember that movie, The Perfect Score, with like Erica Christensen? And I feel like there's other people in that, but that's the girl that I can always remember. But it's kind of in that ilk, except it's much better than the Perfect Score. The friendship between the three leads in here, I thought was really the thing that elevated this movie. Like it's already like a good flick, but that chemistry, like you want to see these three pull the shit off. Yeah, like you want to see them actually do well and get away with it. And things get shockingly dark as this film goes on. Like I said, there's the thing that they kind of discover accidentally. It's one of those things where when you hear it, you go, "Oh fuck, that's actually a much bigger deal than even what y'all are wrapped up in." But yeah, shout out to Laquan Copeland, shout out to Federico Pera, and then Preet Kaur, I believe is how you say her name, and Lucy Powers, who ends up coming in a supporting role playing Claire Brent, who is the daughter of Bob Gallagher's Gregory Brent, who is Laquan Copeland's boss, in a really fun role. Like he's shooting up scenery like a motherfucker. But but pardon me. But this is a great, like, I'm really happy this year, especially for movies, because I've been able to talk to some directors who are doing first time things, and I don't have to come onto an interview and lie that their shit's not great. I'm like, oh my god, like right out the gate, you're making something great. That's fucking like I'm very blessed, and I'm really happy that TJ Noel Sullivan gave me some time to go and speak with me. So you'll hear that interview, and that review will be up this weekend. So look out for my review for Midas. But really, really good flick. And then the last film, I'll bring up a couple more. Um, it sucks because I had this pretty high on my list maybe like 3 months ago. Um, did it come out 3 months ago? June, July, that sounds right. I think the Fall Guy was out in May, wasn't it? God, what is time anymore? Let me see. I want to see when this came out because I actually am kind of blanking. Okay, it came out May 3rd. All right, I was right. So yeah, 3 months ago, I would have had this. I think I had this at like my number one 3 months ago, and now it's going to be an honorable mention, and I feel bad about that because I love the Ling. I love Ryan Gosling. I think the man is fucking wonderful. Um, I thought Emily Blunt was fantastic in this, and their chemistry is just infectious. Um, I'm always stoked to see Winston Duke just because I love that brother. Like I was so happy to see him in this. But and then Aaron Taylor Johnson, he's fantastic in it. But I've just seen stuff that's better this year. Um, it's going to be a high honorable mention because I will be. I think this hits uh, Peacock in like a week or two. I think there's like an extended edition that they're getting, which I'm excited to watch. Give me more of this. Give me more Fall Guy. I know. Apparently, this did well on VOD, so I do hope that we potentially get a sequel to this because I did have a lot of fun with it. But yeah, y'all check this out. Like the Fall Guy's a lot of fun, and I am pretty pissed that people didn't support it more in theaters. Like I understand. I understand the sense of, some people don't want to get COVID. Inflation is absurd right now. Groceries are fucking expensive. So going to the theater in general is just something that, yeah, something that people don't want to do. I'm happy you support white people, Josh. Um, I mean, yeah, you love Rhea Ripley, so of course you support white people, but I really dug the Fall Guy a lot. And yeah, so this will be one of those movies. I don't think it's out in 4K yet, but I will be buying a 4K of this if they do make one because I enjoy it that much. Pardon me. I'm gonna throw out another couple films here. I'm gonna cut this kind of short tonight, just kind of getting back in rhythm. But um, I don't want to give away my whole fucking list. I know my list is also going to change, but I don't want to just give everything away. So I'll throw out two more before I get out of here. Deadpool and Wolverine. I was really excited going into this. I was very curious to see what Marvel would do with R-rated Deadpool. And I'd just like to say too, I told you so, because I had so many people busting my balls. Oh, look at what they're gonna do to Deadpool. They're gonna make him PG-13. They're gonna MCU Deadpool. And no, they went ahead and kept Deadpool rated R, a hard R, might I add. And they went ahead and delivered a absolutely fantastic superhero film. A superhero film that is going to cross $1 billion this weekend, which is fucking wild. So if y'all thought that Deadpool was going to be done, there's no fucking way. Kevin Feige's already like, all right, man, so we're going to get you in Secret Wars. You know that, right? Like, Deadpool will be back. Trust me. But Ryan Reynolds just gets this character, man. He really does. And the way that him and Hugh Jackman play off each other, it's so crazy to think that if we don't get X-Men Origins Wolverine, we don't get this. Like if there isn't the huge failure that is X-Men Origins Wolverine, we don't get Deadpool and Wolverine. It's crazy how things like that just kind of work out. But I love what they did with the TVA. I love the mythology they add on with the Void. Um, I don't want to say anything to spoil, but I will say the opening credit sequence is one of my favorite opening credit sequences in a film in a while. I was just flabbergasted. Alea and I were just sitting there for jaws on the ground, like, what the fuck? Like, what is happening? But in the best way. Some amazing R-rated jokes, some great banter between Jackman and Reynolds. So many Easter eggs in this movie, including some cameos. Three in a row that actually made me scream. You'll know the three when you see them, but an absolute joy of a film to watch. I saw it like early afternoon like 2 in the afternoon, and there's probably 30 people in the theater, and we were all just having a blast. Like, it was like the perfect amount of people to like laugh and cheer and like interact with. But Deadpool and Wolverine, fucking awesome. I look forward to it hitting Disney Plus, so I can go ahead and rewatch it. But yeah, great fucking flick. And Wolverine, Hugh Jackman looks great in the yellow and blue. My nerd heart is happy. Um, all right, I'll throw out. I already mentioned it, so I'll throw out these last couple. Pardon me. Um, thank God for Jordan Peele, and thank God that he has this incredible eye for talent. I'm so happy that he was able to use some of his influence, some of his stroke to make sure this went ahead and got a theatrical release. It's Monkey Man. Dev Patel writing, directing, producing, starring in this. You would think one of those jobs would falter because he's doing so much. No, absolutely not. He fucking nails everything. Monkey Man is on Peacock right now that you can stream it. So if you haven't seen it, go stream that shit right the fuck now. It's God, it's so good. It's so goddamn good. Um, a classic revenge flick, and that's all I will say because I don't want people to have anything spoiled. But seriously, check that shit out as soon as you can. It is a fucking delight. Um, some of the best fight choreography you'll see in a film all year. Great score. Sharlto Copley in another film where someone is out seeking revenge. I love Sharlto Copley because he's so good at playing insane. Like, good for him, man. Good for you, man. But this is a star-making performance for Dev Patel and just shows that he's someone to be taken seriously, and you need to give him whatever the fuck he wants. Dev Patel is fucking fantastic. He is amazing in the film. So please check that out. If you have not checked out Monkey Man, check out Monkey Man. You will not regret it. Let's see. I was gonna bring up one more film. Afternoon Tune wants to guess, so I'll give him a second. God damn it, he says Sound of Freedom. No, so first off, Sound of Freedom came out last year, and number two, Sound of Freedom would never be anywhere near an honorable mention on my best stuff list. Absolutely fucking not. God damn it. The last one I'm gonna bring up is a film I actually just finished watching about 30 minutes ago. It's this film called Femme, which is directed by Sam H. Freeman and Ning Chun Ping is what I'm gonna go with. So this is their debut, their feature film debut. This film stars Nathan Stewart Jarrett and George McKay. So first off, to both of them, props because they nailed this shit. They knocked the shit out of the fucking park. Number one, but number two, this is a movie you don't see a lot of. You don't see a lot of you don't see a lot of LGBTQ revenge films. Unfortunately, a lot more often than not, the violence is done against LGBTQ people, and that's all you see. But this film, to not give too much away, but I can say that. Nathan Stewart Jarrett plays a drag queen named Jules, who gets into a confrontation with George McKay's Preston and some of his friends, and goes ahead and gets their ass absolutely whooped. And so then it becomes about the lines between revenge and what we seek as revenge versus like our own self-pleasures, our own self-worth, how we deal with PTSD, how we deal with trauma. It's a fascinating fucking movie. There's one thing that they do at the end that I just went, oh, I wish you would have done this thing and not left this out. When you get to the end of the movie, I think most of y'all will kind of piece together what I'm saying. But this is a fantastic fucking movie. If you're a member of the LGBTQ community, you need to check this out. If you're a drag queen or like are into drag, this is a movie you need to see. Like, this is one of those movies that I could see someone that I recommended to going, hey Hunter, at the end of the year going, dude, this was my favorite film of the year. And I wouldn't even be mad at it. I just didn't I really fucking enjoyed it. I just wasn't in love with it. And that's really no fault of the film. I've just seen stuff I like better this year. But this is one of those movies I'm gonna be telling people like come Pride Month next year, especially. Um Technically Pride here in Nevada is like September. So but um I would tell people to check this out. I think it's like $4 to rent on Prime Video. I think that's what I paid, but worth every fucking penny. If I had paid full price to see this, if I'd paid 13, $14, I would have been like, hell yeah, that was worth the money. I'd probably go A- on it as far as a letter grade. I haven't reviewed it yet. I might actually do that here once I hop off, but yeah, this was a great fucking movie. So check that out, especially if you fall into one of the groups that I just mentioned. Um, I'm gonna mention one more film before I get out of here. Yes, Afternoon Tune. You can make one more guess before I hop out. Um, yeah, I'll give him a second here. Yeah, I'll bring up this movie just because I like it. All right, Afternoon Tune. What you got? God damn it, you're killing me, Smalls. No, not Daredevil 2003. The last film I'm gonna bring up is Karen Gillan's latest film, which is directed by Lisa Steen, called Late Bloomers. Um, I love this movie. Like I'm a sucker for a great coming of age film, like The Edge of 17, Eighth Grade, stuff like Are You There, God, to Me, Margaret. Movies like that just have a they hit that right spot in my heart. But I was really excited to go ahead and check this out because I saw a trailer for it and it looked really interesting. And one thing I have to say that I'm so impressed with, they made Karen Gillan so gross as a person in her personality that I actually found myself not being attracted to her. That is that's the biggest compliment I can give this movie because her character Louise is such a bitch. She's so goddamn terrible and maddening. And the more the film goes on, you realize just how immature she is. But it's one of those movies about someone realizing they need to grow up and they need to get their shit together and that they need to go ahead, that when you're in charge of other people or where you're supposed to be taking care of other people, your needs come secondary. And the film has a lot to say about depression, about getting older, about family dynamics. It's about aging. The co-star of the film, I'm gonna butcher this. Margaret Sophie Stein. Um, Wait, is that her, Margaret Sophie Stein? Um, I feel like that's not her. I'm gonna Google that. That feels wrong. I thought her name was harder to say, but um, yeah. So yeah, the main woman is Malgorzata Jakov Koska is what I'm gonna go with, who plays and oh my god, Antonia. Good lord, I cannot talk tonight. Goes ahead and plays Antonia, who Louise goes ahead and takes care of, and they go ahead and they end up bonding through these journeys that they go through. I really dug the movie a lot. There are some very uncomfortable conversations in here, and while he's not in the film a ton, Kevin Nealon shows up in here, and I think people forget Kevin Nealon's actually a really great dramatic actor. If you've watched Weeds, he's great on that fucking show. So when I saw him in this, I went, "Oh hell yeah!" I always like seeing Kevin Nealon in dramatic stuff, and he nails the scenes that he's in. And him and Karen Gillan play off each other extremely well. So that was another film that I just went, "Yeah, I'm digging this. I'm happy that this is a thing." So if you haven't checked it out, I would highly recommend you do. It is well worth your time. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off there just because I don't want to give away my whole list. Obviously, my list will change, but I just don't want to give everything away. So as far as what we've got going on the rest of the week, my interview, my video interview with Jennifer Levinson and Almog and Almog Avedon Antonir, the director, the star and director of Trust, respectively. That'll be up on YouTube tomorrow, so go ahead and check that the video interview section. If you haven't checked out the audio yet, the audio is already up on all the podcast channels, so that'll be up tomorrow, Friday at 4 p.m. 1 p.m. 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. I'll be reviewing Batman Caped Crusader as well as my adventures with Superman Season 2 with Bradley and Brandon. Excited to have them back on. Saturday, and Friday, Saturday, good Lord. Saturday, my review for Borderlands and Deadpool and Wolverine will be up. And then Monday, I'm real excited for Monday because I'm gonna have my review up for this film Dandelion that I went ahead and reviewed, as well as interview with the director Nicole Regal, which I'm really excited to bring that to y'all. So get excited for that. That's a great interview. I'm really proud of that interview. So yeah, we've got some stuff coming down the pipeline. So go ahead and make sure you are subscribing everywhere. You can find me on YouTube at The Real Pineapple. That's REEL Pineapple. Go ahead and follow me on Blue Sky at realpineapple.bsky.social. Like, share, subscribe, rate the podcast. It definitely helps me out. You can find the podcast SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, TuneUp, and Samsung Podcasts, to name a few, at The Real Pineapple. But everyone, thank you so much for listening. Stay safe, take care of each other, give someone a hug. We could all use more positivity out there. And never forget, as always, to keep it real. I will talk to you guys on Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Have a great night.